Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. Between the Washington football team, he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26, and the Atlanta Falcons. Wilson on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. This is Jones. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put it in a playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Once you got the plays that work best for you, you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On first down, Wilson. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Wilson will throw again. And this will be incomplete.
Wilson's pass thrown away and incomplete.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now it's blocked. And now Washington has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Bad move. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jones looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And you know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
An 8-yard pickup.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now Jones. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. defense. It'll tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. From across his body, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it with Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
The kicker on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
Make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield now, here's Wilson. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
So here is Washington now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 32.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Yeah, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The 49-yard line.
Stepping up, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Wilson on the keeper.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never... Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway! And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
The 16-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And a hit this time to the tailback. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
One of those guys.
Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal.
Third and goal.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Chris Boswell.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense handle the big play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
The pass.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Again, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's David Arnott picking up. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And all the way down to the 37. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Washington. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On play action, they'll throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well. They've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and